right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Next item up is a roll call. 5 members are present. The next item up is considered approving the minutes held from April 22nd. Motion has been made. Do we have a second? Second by Sue. All in favor? Next item up. And the town, I need one also for the, in the meeting for town meeting.
Motion.
For the town meeting. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. So,
That's a mouthful.
stuttering. Thank you. All in favor? Good. Next item up, this is open policy on the main excise tax.
Christine Nenny.
So I think the last 2 meetings, there was something that Kelly talked to you about the veterans excise, 100% disabled veterans excise exemption. I had a gentleman who approached us, registered his vehicle in January, came in April and wanted his excise tax back because he had just found out about the reimbursement and from a friend. And he didn't know about it when he registered his vehicle in January. So my concern was, how do we treat each case? So I reached out to area towns and I got different answers. Some towns just reimburse everyone who has asked and others do it on case-by-case basis. I don't like the case-by-case because I just don't want there to be any sort of reason for someone to come and say we showed favoritism. To me, it shouldn't matter what the case is. If they're eligible, they're eligible. But I also think that we should have something in a policy that states how long do they have to come and seek reimbursement. So I did up a policy, never written a policy before. So this is my first. So you were given a copy at the last meeting. I did since find out that you do not have to be a resident of the state of Maine to get this excise exemption. And to explain that, we have people who are summer residents. They own a home somewhere else in another state, but they own a summer home here in Maine. If they have a vehicle they leave in Maine at their summer home year round, they can register their vehicle in Oakland. And they are just as eligible for the exemption as a Maine resident. So I've done another draft and crossed that out. We're going to change that. We're going to take that out completely. So I'm just looking for guidance and for your thoughts and opinions on this policy so that I know going forward when others come seeking reimbursement, how I should handle it.
I'd like to look at it. I'll make a motion. We put this into effect.
Motion's been made. Do we have any second? Do we have a second? Mr. Hunting, any comments?
So, how long after they pay their excise tax can they come in? You may have said, I missed it, after they pay their excise tax, can they realize that they should have not paid and come in and ask for their money back? So
according to this policy, and I think what may have been discussed 2 meetings ago, you guys have come up with a 30-day timeline.
30 days of registration.
That's what's in there.
Yes. Yep. So, yeah.
And then I believe we were discussing, correct me if I'm wrong, that we would be providing that information to people when they came in so that they needed.
So I think there was some misinformation given to you at the first meeting.
Okay.
I think that you were under the understanding that it would be easy for us who work the counter to determine who might be eligible for that. Because I think you were told that it was veterans pass only. That's not true. It's any plate.
Okay.
So we don't have any way of knowing unless someone provides us their 100% disabled letter from the VA. We have no way of knowing that they're eligible for this.
Is there some way we can put some sort of notice in the town office when people go in there so that they can I mean, I feel like we should at least make sure people are aware that they may have that benefit.
We can make a sign.
I mean,
I mean,
the VA is very good at educating the veterans. And there's lots of literature, and I've gone on the website, and the information is out there. They'd have to go look for it.
It used to be that if you were a disabled veteran and you wanted to get a plate with no excise tax, you got a disabled veteran plate.
That's correct.
And the veterans themselves came forward and said, what if I don't want a plate that says I'm disabled? And that law was changed.
And then I
So now it is harder to tell by looking at, you can't tell by
You
looking.
can't. And I think at one point, they also changed it so that it was disabled veterans or veteran plates only. And then at some point, word came out that it was any plate. And you can't ask everyone if they're a disabled veteran, so.
I guess my concern is that because this not only happens in our town, but other towns, clearly not everybody knows that that was that benefit. So if we just had some signage to notify people, I think that would be the neighborly thing to do.
Can you tell from if they registered last year, can you tell by looking at their registration when they bring it in that they didn't pay any excise tax?
Yes.
So in
On re-registrations,
some cases.
Yes.
go well, right?
and I am requiring, and it does say in the policy that they have to provide me with an updated letter from the VA every year proving that they are 100% disabled.
Which they receive that June.
They have access to a letter anytime they want it, and it will be dated the day that they print it out. The VA does mail them out once a year, but yeah.
Kelly, you raised your hand 3 times, sorry.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure, because it's a state reimbursement, we're not violating it state-wise by creating this policy.
To my understanding, no. I mean, other towns have said that they've done it on a case-by-case basis. I have read nothing that says that we can't come up with a policy as to how long. Yeah, Yeah, there's nothing in the law that talks about the reimbursement that states that there's a time period, and there's nothing saying that we can't come up with a policy.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience.
I just wanted to make some comments to the
Yeah.
letter and also.
Yep.
So the only thing I can think of is maybe checking the $6,000 homestead exemption that 100% disabled veterans also get. Like if people have signed up for that, but they.
So you're talking about the disabled veterans exemption, not the homestead.
Or correct. Like that
So-
might be a way to.
There's a fine line there because technically speaking, I have a split position, so I'm up at assessing half the week and down at the front counter. As the assessing department, you wouldn't be able to go down and grab veterans information from the admin office. And as the admin, you wouldn't really be able to go up to assessing and grab the veterans files that are locked up there. So I'm not sure that that's a good way to.
I just maybe because of
Right.
benefits, but also, so
No, and I hear you, and it's been thought of, but I'm not sure that mixing those two departments
Right.
is a good idea.
And then there's a book that comes out usually once a year, like that's why veterans are moving to like Illinois and Texas, and Indiana, tax pension and those things. Free.
Yeah.
Each benefits on top of your guide bills. The other thing is, regarding to the letter, they have an app. Any day I pull out my letter, it has that day's date on it. So when I
Yes.
frequent checking every year, because you file, they open up and they check everything.
And I appreciate you saying that because I have not received any word to that fact. I received the other that once they get 100% disabled, they're always 100% disabled.
It can be taken at any moment in time.
And that's what I assumed, and that's what I actually got told from someone who does work at the VA, but I don't have anything in writing that states.
there.
Yeah. Thank you. That just confirms
Let
that.
me add to your comment, just based on my profession, I know that a lot of people don't apply for that benefit that should actually be doing so, so that information might not even be
Which one?
available. For that homestead exemption or the veterans exemption. There are a lot of people that don't do that because they don't have that information. I know in our town, we have the information handy, but that's
I spend a
unfortunately
lot
not,
of time,
yeah,
So that's why.
yeah. But an older veteran perhaps
Right.
might not, yes.
Further comments, questions? Seeing none, the motion was made in second, all in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Signing of the RFQ 18 budget warrant signatures.
Kathy has those. Yes, everybody has.
No, do you want me to date? This was dated, date the 13th of May, all right, you'll do it, okay.
The district budget meeting for the school is next Thursday at 6 o'clock at Mesalonsky Performing Arts Center. And then the school budget validation referendum vote is June 9th. Along with the primaries right here. 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
You print those over there somewhere?
You got writer's tag over there, Dana?
These will be posted all around town, so.
Next item up is assigning the pavement bidding.
Yeah, so pavement bids went out. They were due back to us Monday at 1 o'clock. We had 5 companies respond, ranging from $151,188 to $210,434. So the lowest bidder, I spoke with Jeff, and $60 difference between the lowest and the next lowest. And he said to go with the lowest. So Littlefields Construction. We'd like to recommend that they're the paving people for this year. We did cut a lot of paving out of the budget to help reduce taxes. So we're only paving Rice Rips Road, Sasha Lane, and they're gonna do some work over at AJ's parking lot. Probably won't pave it, but they're gonna grade it, and get rid of the big potholes in the mud. So
I make a motion, we go with Littlefield Construction, a little bit of.
Motion's been made to second by Sue, all in favor?
thank you.
Thank you. Next item up, board of session review.
Yep, so I sent you pretty much language from our town charter and the law regarding the Board of Assessment review. Nicole Stenberg, our assessor, had asked me we do have a couple vacancies. So with the revaluation coming up, she asked if we could fill those. She can't have anything to do with it. I do have two people that said they would, they're knowledgeable, and I think they would serve this committee well, as an alternate. The first one is Chris Curtis. And then at the time I hadn't heard back, so I put need to fill the second one, but Cindy Reese did get back to me. She said she would like to serve on that committee as well.
Cindy Reese.
Yes. And it's an appointed. We have to appoint them.
I'd make a motion, we appoint those two candidates for the assessment review.
Second.
Motion made second by Sue, all in favor?
Thank you. Because Nicole's nervous just with the reval coming up, that this committee, this assessment review might be needed, so. Thank you.
Next item up is talking about the ATV, access road permit application.
Yes, so as you know, we did phase one of the ATV trail last year, comes out on Pleasant Street. We do have to work with DOT and the Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry to get approval to ride ATVs on state roads. They are in the lanes, they go the same speed limit. And this map, I thought was very artistic of me. So you come out of the trail off Pleasant Street, it's going to allow you to go in the triangle, Oak, Maine, and over here, Pleasant. And then I'd like to be able to go up High Street to the Oakland Overlook. And continue down Church Street around Route 11 to Old Belgrade Road to be able to get to the waterfront park. To be able to go to concerts and stuff.
And also on Water Street?
Water Street goes down to the Honda shop, to East School Street. I think somebody needs something.
Tires.
Yes, they hit a spike trail. This was proposed, I think, in 2023. When our previous town manager was here, I know it was sent off, but then it was sent back because there was stuff missing. Things that were missing were letters of support. So I've written one. And then we received a big list. They're all right here. I didn't want to scan them all and waste the paper, but so I put it in Excel. But pretty much every business in the vicinity is supporting. I think we'll see. It'll be busy on the weekends, probably. Not so much during the week, but I don't know yet. We don't know yet. Like, this is all new. What?
Kelly, what about the one that we already have? Good to show that on your map, even though we've already approved it in the past.
I didn't put the ones that were already approved on there. So like Oak Street's approved, going up to Old Waterville Road's approved.
Yeah, okay.
And we have the signs out for that ATV access already.
Right.
But we will be putting out more signs.
Yep.
What's
I'd make a motion, we accept this.
Motion's been made to accept it, and that's Sue, second, all in favor?
I have a question.
Got a question, Kelly?
Can you just clarify for me, ATVs ride with traffic
Correct.
at the same speed limit, same laws?
Yes.
yes.
Thank you.
They suggest that you ride this with traffic at the same speed limit so you don't cause problem. Unless there's an actual breakdown lane, they can ride it, then they would want you to ride it there.
And our police department is also going to be working with the game wardens to get training and familiarize themselves with the laws. All the machines need to be registered, the current registration. So I mean, there's laws you have to follow.
John?
At some point, it might be worth putting it or ask, love to put assuming most of the folks will come
on a trail. A sign showing a map there. And
Yeah, we'll have
so people
something.
can look, see where they can go. They come from.
Yeah. We're not there yet, but it's coming.
We actually have in the works right now, complete map of all the trails along with rail down here in Bingham. It's gonna be everything from here to Bingham will all be on one map. And we might be able to take like a picture of it and put it on at the school board. Where we have a sign where we go into the beginning of the trail. So people can just know it.
Sir,
I've got a comment. I'm the trail master for Fairfield, and we're looking at doing the same thing with speed limits. We're looking at increasing them. For right now, everything was 25 miles an hour for years. And because the game wardens recommended, our local police are behind it. We're going to look at increasing our speed limit up to a maximum of the posted speed limit. With the roads and pumps. It's pretty nice.
Thank you. Motion from me has been, all in favor of that? Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Social media policy update?
Yep, so I found our old social media policy, which was dated January 13th, 2016. And a lot has changed since then. Then I went through and created a new one, for employees and council members. It tells what the definition of social media is, the use of town-owned equipment and systems, personal use for social media outside of workplace standards and conducts and employee rights. I talked to a few other towns and very similar to other towns. I know there's a lot of community groups and stuff. We have one person, actually two people. Aaron does the rec department and then Abby does the town's page. So they're the only two people that can post anything to Facebook. So it just needed an update. And I think this is a pretty good draft.
Questions? Comments?
Lots changed in 10 years.
I'd make a motion, we accept it.
Motion's been made to accept.
Good update.
Good update, then, Sue and Bob. Sue, thank you for a second. All in favor? Good. Next item up is the June 30th closing. We've gone over it once, but let's do it again.
Yeah, so year-end processing, June 30th is the end of our fiscal year. There's a lot of processes that we have to do to close and then be ready to open at 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. It's nice when June 30th is on like a Thursday or a Friday, but it's on a Tuesday. So we're asking to close at 2 o'clock on June 30th. This will give us enough time to make an announcement, let people know that we're closing early that day. We're still gonna work. We'll probably be there. Cheryl and I will probably be there till 7. Kathy and then we'll probably be there till 5:30 closing time, but there's all kinds of reports we have to run. We have to post, the daily cash up, all that. So run it to the bank before it closes. So
I make a motion, we accept that early closing on the 30th.
Motion's made second. Is that question, Kelly, a second? Second, Kelly, what, second? All in favor? We're gonna change up the venue just a little bit here for the safety training from the Oakland PD. Friends of Miss Loncy have a quick presentation they'd like to give us, and I believe Adam's gonna do that tonight.
you want to talk?
Step up, Adam, tell us who you are. Thank you.
So, Kelly, do you have the,
I think I have a handout. Yep.
oh,
Well,
you don't have.
I don't have those. Yeah.
Well, Kathy Moore is the president of Friends Messalonsky. And she's asked me to help with some marketing and to build a new sign for the fall launch that is going to be rebuilt on July 7th. And it's going to take about 2 months. And if you go down to the boat launch right now, you'll see probably 40 to 50 signs down there. Everything screams no. Don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. So what we're looking to do is put together a sign package that would deliver that message in a more friendly way, as well as being able to support the Friends of Messalonski's mission. So these guys are all about safety, milfoil reduction in the lake, and being able to do all that. We've got sponsors that are willing to help us with that. We'll put a new sign up that has the same messaging, updated messaging, but for the lake, for safety, wildlife, milfoil, safety, keeping the boats out of those areas. And the Friends of Messalonski is committed to going ahead and paying for the signage, paying for the installation, and maintaining it over the years. I think if you look at what's proposed there, Leighton Signs is going to help us with that. So if you look at what's proposed there, and this isn't the final message, but if any of you want to have some input on the messaging on the sign, we would very much encourage that.
We're gonna see it, right, before it's printed. Yeah.
Yes, we're not working. I mean, what you're seeing in front of you right now is the structure of the sign and the space of the sign.
Yeah. And Kathy did come up with a memorandum of understanding about the sign and what the responsibilities are for the town versus Friends of Messalonski and the installation. We're gonna coincide with the boat landing revamp that we're doing starting July 7th. So there's gonna be some timing.
Who's gonna help us? We've got him and Lumber on board to donate all the materials to build the sign itself. Boyd and their team, when they're down there installing new ramps and everything, will pour sonotubes for the sign to go into. Then myself and a couple of friends will come over. We'll build the structure itself. Leighton Signs will build the sign, and we'll install that there after that.
So you're gonna have some white space on the sign to put other messages like.
So if you look at the drawing,
Kind of looks like.
that drawing right there it's 5 feet by 8 feet wide. And then there's a sponsorship signs down below. But so there's plenty of room on there, and we would like your input to help with the messaging. What you're seeing right there is what Melissa Layton put down from some of the stuff that Kathy and I had talked to her about as far as messaging. Basically it's about safety. It's about
The rules.
Weight speed, yeah, for safety devices, avoiding, wildlife
protection.
and flotation devices required for 10 years and younger. And maybe a map of the lake if people want to know where to go. You know what I mean? That was one suggestion, but we're still kind of trying to debate what message you want to really get out there. And obviously it's safety, and also maybe it's good to have a map, just like when you have your map of the ATVs and snowmobiles, how to get, what the lake looks like, where you are on the lake.
Yeah.
And that, and also maybe some buoys, but we're gonna have QR codes, but you don't want to put so much information on the sign that people can't get it. Just have a glance, because there you get voted in out, but you want to have some basic messages up. And that's what we're still trying to do.
And honestly, what we're trying to do is clean up what's down there. I mean, there's 50 different signs by 20 different organizations that just staple them to trees and to signposts and everything else. It's a mess. We can do better. And if we're gonna really put the money into redoing the boat launch like this, let's have a clean message from the town of Oakland, and the Friends of Messalonski are willing to help do that. Now, that being said, if you look at the lower banner on that sign, okay, there's going to be 3 sponsorship spots there. And the Friends of Messalonski will get revenue from those 3 spots to help with milfoil reduction. So that's what it's all about. It's all about boat safety, wildlife protection, and milfoil reduction. So I hope you guys would support that, and Friends Wessolowski will not only pay for the sign, but they'll maintain it over the years.
It would be a good opportunity for us to get the word out about lake protection. So.
We authorize our town manager to sign this memorandum of understanding with our thanks for all you do to maintain the quality of the lake.
Sir.
Motion is second by Sue, all in favor?
Thank you. Right. Well, you're very smart to do the landscape at the bottom of this.
I blame Kathy for anything that goes along at this time.
Good. Speaking of the boat landing, I have one more thing. Angela Jurdak has volunteered to ask for permission to clean up the swim area of the boat landing. There's about 4 feet of deep lead. So she wants to clean that all out and probably dump it over behind AJ's.
Very generous offer.
I know.
I would really accept it. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Good. Kelly, what else do you have?
That's it for me.
Kelly, did you have anything?
I do, the moratorium for the lot rent increases expires on June 25th. And LD 2231 does not take effect until the 29th of July. So there's a period of time there that, I would like us to go ahead and extend that moratorium to cover that till August 1st.
Will you put that on the agenda for next time?
And we, that actually really cool. We were discussing it at the last most.
That's why I brought it up, yeah.
It's been put on the agenda for next time.
Okay, and the other thing I had was, have we given any consideration to the proposed ordinance that the mobile home park residents submitted in April to us? They submitted a sample ordinance to us. Are we going to consider that?
I'll send it out. We'll probably put it on the. Hopefully extend it to August. I mean, I could send it out to you next week so that you guys can review it. And then we'll have to get it on the agenda item as an agenda item. Either in the June meeting or the July meeting.
And you're still meeting anyway.
We have a meeting Monday. 18th, and 8th and 15th of June. But we might move that now. If we do extend more. I'll put the moratorium on for the 10th of June.
Can we talk about the ordinance at the same time?
We have one more meeting in May. Okay, so I'll put it on the May meeting.
Next May meeting.
So you want to talk about the town ordinance and extending the moratorium.
Sue, did you have anything?
Well, I'm just concerned with the timing on that with ordinance, because I think that the committee needs to discuss that's doing that. But I think we definitely should bring it up, but I'm just not sure as far as
The meeting.
Yeah.
We can talk about it this coming Monday.
Yeah, and see what the committee thinks. So that way we'll get that input from all involved. That's all I know.
George?
I had a great question. I believe that I was at the last meeting. I believe George and Mark, both of them, the discussion actually came up about raising rent between now and the time that the new state law took effect. And they said they have no plans to do that. And I'm not going to call them a liar. I believe that they're being honest, they're being straightforward with things. So I don't see a need to extend the moratorium that we're already under, when they've already said they have no plans to raise any rents at any of the lots.
I have a comment as to why.
Rhonda?
They told us the same thing, that they weren't gonna raise our rent, but yet they did. So they are liars.
Last year,
Yes.
RCM, which is our property management company, has absolutely no idea that you guys are. They're agreeing to things and not telling the property management company about any of it. I mean, my neighbor's mother just fell through her porch. And that was the only reason she got a new set of steps. But 6 months ago, they agreed to fix it, but never told our property management. It's the same company, but they're owned, they sublease to RCM Property Management. C37 is the actual owner. C37 is agreeing to doing all these things, but RCM Property Management has absolutely no idea.
Can we get somebody from RCM to?
Try.
I can try.
If it be any of them, it'll be Russ.
Yeah.
It won't be Ron.
One that'll actually.
It won't be Ron.
Because they're agreeing to things and
Give me his name and number and I'll call you.
RCM has absolutely no idea this is even happening.
Cause I asked about the dumpster and they didn't have, they was like, what
No
dumpster?
idea.
What are you talking about?
We were told that we were gonna get a bigger dumpster because people keep throwing non-household items in it. And I've had to call 3 times in the past 2 weeks for them to have emptied because it's been full the day after it's dumped.
To me, that tells me that George and Mark have no intentions of giving us anything, or they would have discussed it with RCM.
Well, I was on a tour through the parks few weeks ago, and I watched a guy come in off the web road all the way down back to the dumpster, empty his car,
And
and
they,
drive out.
and this is every day,
Every day,
every day. People drop their cats off at the end of our park and leave.
same here.
Bob, did you have anything?
I don't.
Dana?
Yeah, Representative Nutting's weekly message from the legislature here had a very good one-page article about Lyme disease and ticks and all the awareness with the Lyme disease. My printer did a terrible job of copying the colors, but I'd like to see you get a better copy of it and make it available to all of our folks that work outside, Public Works. And it's a very good article and it's timely. Because I know somebody that just got a tick last week crawling around the flower garden.
I just got picked one up.
So even the folks that work inside, you know, they probably go home, work, crawl around in their flower garden nights and weekends, so they might want to read a copy over too.
Anything else?
No.
Our final thing tonight on the agenda is safety training put on by Chief Stelbert and Lieutenant Leroy.
It's a private meeting
Yeah,
and
this is a private meeting and we're gonna go on there. All of you, thank you very much for coming.
You're in the